All right, mates, welcome back. Crypto Leverage Trading. Hope everybody's doing well this Friday morning, a little bit before 9 a.m. Just kind of like want to get rolling, let some people know what we got coming up here, going into the weekend, Friday setups for a lot of stuff. Posted some things on Twitter. Make sure you're following that Twitter feed. I've been kind of, because I've been really busy, I've been kind of more active on Twitter lately, probably than I ever been in the past, just kind of giving updates on a lot of things that I'm seeing when I'm out and about. Working on some of these projects. But if you take a look at Bitcoin this morning, obviously we are still in sell down. We are still in short trades. The buyers have not come back to take it back yet, so there's really no reason, barring your own comfort level, to exit your short trades. You can see here on the 4 hour. Again, we always start with the 4 hour. I know a lot of people want to trade those lower time frames. That's fine if that's your comfort level, but the 4 hours is the sweet spot on making a lot of these trades. If you're following along on Twitter, you can see the results, okay? But to each is his own. I mean, I can tell you, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I mean, you figure out your own way. There, like I said before, I've set up plenty of videos. I walk mates through on call sessions. There are thousands of indicators out there that you can use. There just are. They work for people. I mean, they wouldn't exist if they didn't work for people, right? It's just a matter of how much time and how much commitment you can put into your trading, and whether or not you want to go down that rabbit hole. And some guys do. Some guys love that stuff. All the bells and whistles and all the stuff on their charts and all that stuff. And you know what? At the end of the day, it all comes down to what works for you. What works for me, when what has worked for the last 3 to 4 years is very simple momentum indicators. Okay. 90%. Like, I mean, you can't always predict FUD. Obviously, that stuff's going to come. We've seen it. Tons of China FUD, tons of Fed FUD, tons of Ukraine, Russian FUD, oil FUD, inflation FUD. That's always going to impact the markets. Okay. But taking all that stuff, COVA FUD, taking all that stuff out, using momentum indicators is your best place to start, especially if you're a beginner. Will get you up and running. And then you can add and layer other indicators into your strategy and your plan. But when you look at Bitcoin this morning, we've had sequential red sticks on the 4 hour, okay, for 2 days, day and a half, okay? This indicates, if you look at candle recognition, may get a change here in the next 4 hour candle. That's how I read that. You may. That doesn't mean, because anything can happen. It's 9 a.m. Markets are getting ready to open here coming up this hour. In the U.S., we got oil at $110 a barrel. We've got inflation concerns. You had yesterday, you had wheat up 21%. You had corn up 12%. Now, I know to a lot of you that might not mean anything, but to commodity traders, and I am in the camp, and I may be a minority, okay? Bitcoin is a commodity-driven entity, okay? It is supply and demand. That is what dictates the price of Bitcoin, okay? It's not like a stock, all right? It doesn't have earnings per share. Yeah, it has network activity, which is a metric we use to gauge adoption and acceptance, right? Doesn't have a dividend, doesn't have earnings per share, doesn't have a true price to earnings multiple, though there are some metrics you can use that kind of relate to that. But in reality, it's a supply-driven market, just like oil, just like pork bellies, just like corn, just like wheat. Okay, and that's how your mindset has to be. And what are all those people in Ukraine doing right now? What are all the people in Russia that have seen their ruble fall to below 1 cent against the dollar and other currencies? What are they doing? A lot of this has been selling, okay, of Bitcoin and converting to another currency when they cross a border, okay, into Romania, into Poland, into Moldova. All that stuff factors in, okay, what's happening. You've got European funds selling Bitcoin right now, okay? You got to understand that world politics stuff. So looking at Bitcoin this morning, low-level RSI, around 40, doji candle forming, might see a little changeover reversal here. So you want to have that plan ready if Bitcoin decides to turn up.